There are two massive changes coming to ESOS, okay? They've changed about 9 or 10 things, but there's two that you need to be aware of. The first is it's an annual obligation. I've explained that in other videos. This video is not about that. This video is about the fact that you have to do the filing. You have to take responsibility. If you are a large company, this is for you. If you've got over 250 staff or you've got revenue and balance sheet assets above, well, in the tens of millions, shall we say, to make it easy, then this is absolutely for you. It is new, it is law, and it is being rolled out right now. Okay, let's take a look at the changes. The Department for Energy Security and Net Zero, bit of a mouthful, DESNZ as I call them. So DESNZ pushed through some legislation in September of 2023 that changed ESOS in about 9 different ways, or 9 that caught my eye anyway, including 2 massive changes. There's 2 massive changes they put into the new legislation and the guidance that they issue around that you can't ignore. I mean, they're going to change things significantly. If you are a company with over 250 staff, you've got revenue and balance sheet in the tens of millions, or you're part of a larger group, you cannot ignore this. All right, this is law. This is passed into legislation last year, 2023, and as I sit here in Q1 24, this is being pushed through right now. Okay, there is a deadline for compliance of June 24, so that's what, about 4 months away from where I sit here. I just started February 24. And what I'm about to explain, you have to get this done, okay, before that deadline. If you don't, the legislation does have teeth. The Environment Agency are allowed to, and they do in fact, issue fines for non-compliance. Those fines are significant. The ones I've seen are all in the region of 50 to 100,000, and they can go up to 235,000 if they feel the need to do that. So the 2 changes, 2 massive changes. One of them I'm not going to speak in this video, but that's the requirement to report annually. Okay, so ESOS used to be every 4 years. It's not anymore. The big report comes out every 4 years, but you have to publish an energy action plan. You have to publish your progress against what you said you're going to do, and that is public information, open to public scrutiny. Okay, so you will get analysts looking at this going, well, actually, they're not very good, or oh, they're good, etc., etc. So the information is public, it does matter. That's another video. Okay, so search for the video on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find it. Just search for Carbon College or Anistic or Daryl Mattox, my name, and that will pop up. If you think about the other change, or to tell you about the other change, is it's just huge. You have to get involved yourself. Okay, there's a new portal, and very kindly they asked me to sort of ask for comments. They got me involved in the testing, which I'm very honoured about. Thank you very much. This is the test portal. It might change. Okay, so the information, the layout here is not final. This is the sort of the private beta that's going on at the moment. The target date that they look to take this live is probably March, okay, 24. What you're seeing here, it could change, probably will go live in March 24. And it's significantly different to ESOS Phase 1 and Phase 2, okay? The massive change is you have to set this up yourself. If you're the company, so I'm just speaking to the companies at the moment, not any sort of professionals involved in the trade, but the company, you have to set up an account on the ESOS portal. I suggest you do, you invite in your ESOS lead assessor, but at the end of the process, you have to sign it off, okay? You cannot ask your lead assessor to sign this off on your behalf. You have to do it yourself. Now that's very different to how it used to be. I mean, it used to be that as lead assessors, we did the whole process for you, but the Environment Agency and DESNZ wanted companies themselves to get more involved in what you need to do. So there's things in there that you have to kind of fill in, and there's probably 2 routes to filling it in. I mean, it's all new. This is how I think it will pan out. I think route 1 is that you will set up the account, you will fill in the information, and you will sign it off. And the information that in here is things about energy consumption. Notice all the intensity ratios. The way that they've done intensity ratios is different to how I've seen anybody else do them, the way they categorize them, but it's not a bad system, it's just a different system. You have to put in your energy saving opportunities, quantify those, all sorts of things in here, really. Your energy consumption, obviously, what it is you've got, what energy savings you've achieved, etc. Now, if you've got a portal, this is the Anistic portal, and it sort of centralizes all the things that you need. If you've got a portal, the portal should give you a lot of the information you need to put into the sort of new reporting platform automatically. And at Anistic, we're adding a new page to our portal so that all the information you need is in one place, so you can just start at the top and work your way through it. That's one route. One route is if you've got good IT systems, such as this is our wonderful system here, that kind of sort of centralizes everything for you. If you've got that, great. If not, I hope you're good at Excel. And I hope you, anyway, we won't go down that route. So one route for filling all of this information is you do it yourself. Okay. The second thing, which I think is what I'm going to be advising my clients at Anistic to do, is to set up the account yourself as a company. You have to do that. That's a legal requirement. But then invite in your lead assessor to actually process the information into the portal for you. Okay. The reason for that is some of the information is quite complicated, and if you know about energy and carbon, you can do it. My book will show you how to do that. But a lot of my clients don't want to do that. They don't want to go through and get skilled up in that level of detail that this portal requires. So the second route, I think, is set the account up yourself, invite in the ESOS lead assessor, ask the lead assessor to fill in the information in their professional capabilities, in the professional sort of take responsibility for it, and then you sign it off yourself. And I think that is a far easier route for most of my clients to actually say, look, you set the account up, we'll fill it in, you sign it off. Okay, so you are getting involved in the ESOS process, which is what DESNES want. You do take legal responsibility. That hasn't changed really, but this is more explicit. You have to go into the portal and do it yourself. But the ESOS lead assessor will help you in filling out all the information that you need in the portal. So that's what I think is going to happen. Two routes: do it yourself, okay, if you've got the skills, or get your lead assessor to do it if they offer a filing service. And as I say, at Anistic, we're now putting up together what our filing service looks like for our clients. That's what you need to do. That's law that is being pushed out right now. Three things I think that you should do if you are a company that this is relevant for. The first is brace yourself. It's not going away. This is here to stay, and I think in ESOS Phase 4, it's going to get more onerous than it is now. So this isn't going to go away. Brace yourself. You have to kind of say, right, we didn't do it before, we have to do it now. Second, be prepared for public scrutiny. Okay, that one of the changes that they brought in last year was a lot of the information that is now being entered in the portal will be available publicly. If you are concerned about your brand image, if you're concerned about what people think about you, it's worthwhile putting some time and effort in to get this right, okay, and present your company in the right. Third, have a chat to your ESOS lead assessor about whether they have a filing service. So say Anistic, we're putting ours together at the moment. But if they've got a filing service for both the ESOS Phase 3 report on that portal that I showed you, or or the annual reports and the annual updates, if they've got that filing service, it might be easier for you to go down that route. Or else, if the ESOS lead assessor says, do you know what, you're on your own, good luck, then make sure you've got the information you need for the new portal laid out in the format you want it, okay? And I know a number of lead assessors are busy behind the scenes. I've spoken to a few of them, and we're busy just trying to make this process easier for our clients, okay? So that's all going on right now. So there you go. I hope that was useful. If you've got any questions, let me know. It is new. What I'm showing you is sort of beta. It might change, but this is kind of the direction we're going in. And if you've got any questions, I'll be very happy to answer them if I can. Just pop me through a note, a comment or an email. Go on to anistic.com, fill in the little sort of contact us, and then we'll get to me, I'm sure. Got any questions on that, or SCCR, or TCFD, or TNFD, or LCAs, or EPDs, all of that sort of stuff, just let me know, and if I can help, I will. All right, see you next time.